In Gary Vaynerchuk's Jab, 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 Right Hook, he tackles a common frustration. How do you make your voice heard? And more importantly, how do you drive real results through social media in an incredibly noisy digital world? Many businesses jump straight to asking for the sale, their right hooks, only to find their messages ignored. This approach often leads to wasted marketing budgets and a sense that social media just doesn't work. Vaynerchuk argues that the secret isn't shouting louder, but communicating smarter. He introduces a compelling framework based on the art of boxing. You must first deliver a series of jabs, which are pieces of content that provide value and build relationships, before you can effectively land a right hook, your call to action. By mastering this patient, strategic approach to storytelling, you can transform your social media efforts from a frustrating expense into a powerful engine for genuine connection, brand loyalty, and ultimately, increased sales. The first key insight is understanding the core philosophy: jabs first, then the right hook. Think of your social media interactions like a boxing match. Before a boxer throws a knockout punch, the right hook, or your sales pitch, they throw a series of jabs. These jabs are lighter touches designed to set up the opponent. In marketing, your jabs are small pieces of content that provide value to your audience. They might make your customers laugh, think, feel appreciated, or learn something new. This is about giving, and giving some more before you ever ask for anything in return. Rushing the right hook or the direct call to action like "buy now," without establishing this foundation of value and trust, is why so many social media campaigns fail. You need to earn your audience's attention and goodwill first. Building on this philosophy, the quality and context of your communication are paramount. This leads to the second key insight. Content is king, but context is God. It's not enough to just create content. You must create content that is perfectly suited to the platform where it will live. Each social media network, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, or Instagram, has its own unique language, culture, style, and user expectations. What resonates on one platform might feel out of place or even annoying on another. Vaynerchuk emphasizes that you must craft native content, meaning your posts should look, feel, and provide value in a way that is natural to that specific environment. For example, a visually stunning, aspirational image is perfect for Pinterest, while a witty, real-time comment fits Twitter. Ignoring context makes your message an unwelcome interruption rather than an engaging part of the user's experience. To create such compelling contextual content, Vaynerchuk outlines several characteristics. Another crucial aspect is understanding the 6 rules of outstanding, shareable content. First, as mentioned, it must be native to the platform. Second, it should not interrupt the user's experience but rather enhance it. Third, it should not make demands too often, instead focusing on giving value, whether that's entertainment, information, or a sense of connection. Fourth, leveraging pop culture by tapping into current trends and conversations can make your content highly relevant. Fifth, think in terms of micro-content, small, digestible pieces of information or entertainment that can be produced and adapted quickly, sometimes even in real time, like Oreo's famous Super Bowl blackout tweet. Finally, your content must be consistent and self-aware, always reflecting your core brand identity, even as the specific messages vary. Knowing what makes great content is one thing, but applying it effectively means tailoring your approach. Next, consider that platform-specific strategies are vital for success. Vaynerchuk dedicates significant attention to breaking down how to jab and right hook effectively on major platforms. On Facebook, this means using rich visuals, understanding how engagement drives visibility through its algorithm, targeting your posts to specific demographics, and considering sponsored stories to amplify your best-performing content. For Twitter, success lies in active listening, adding your unique spin to news and trending topics, engaging in real-time conversations, and strategically using hashtags. Pinterest thrives on high-quality, aspirational visuals, creatively themed boards, and pins that seamlessly link back to useful sources. Instagram calls for artistic, authentic photography, a liberal use of descriptive hashtags for discovery, and content that appeals to its often younger, visually driven audience. And on Tumblr, you can embrace its artsy, indie vibe with custom themes and, importantly, animated GIFs, which are incredibly popular there. Finally, Even with the best strategy and content, one ingredient ties it all together. This is the importance of sustained effort and agility. Social media marketing is not a passive, set-it-and-forget-it activity. Platforms change, algorithms are updated, new trends emerge, and your audience's attention is constantly shifting. Vaynerchuk stresses that consistent, dedicated effort is non-negotiable. This means regularly creating fresh, native content, actively engaging with your community by responding to comments and messages, and being nimble enough to adapt to the ever-evolving digital landscape. You must be willing to test, learn from real-time feedback, and sometimes pivot your strategy. The book suggests that all companies, big or small, need to start thinking and acting like media companies, constantly producing relevant stories and experiences for their audience. The main takeaway of this book is that successful social media marketing in a noisy world hinges on a patient, strategic approach to storytelling. It's about consistently delivering value and building genuine relationships with your audience through tailored, native content. The jabs before you earn the right to ask for a sale, the right hook. By understanding the unique language of each platform and committing to high-quality, contextual communication, you can transform your social media presence from an expense into a significant driver of brand loyalty and business growth. All right, that's a wrap on today's summary. Thanks for listening. If this book summary sparked your curiosity or gave you new insights, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss our next summary. Keep reading, keep growing, and see you in the next one.